Right guys, Dan Hendriksen here at Torquay Golf Club. Got a little review for you today. I have got the Tour Rotation Stick, TRS. Now some of you may have seen these sticks out on tour because there's 30 plus people, whether they're players or tour coaches, using this stick as a replacement for the old alignment stick that we used to be able to buy in pro shops. Now, not saying that this is going to replace it fully, because obviously the stick can be used for many different things, for alignment and things like that when you're out practicing, but this Tour Rotation Stick has many different benefits that I wanted to sort of go through with you today. So we're going to get Lee, one of my students, Lee, on my journey to actually hit some shots with this, because we were working on Lee with the actual stick and sticking it in the end of his club. So we're going to talk with Lee through how it might work for him. We're also going to catch up with Liam Bond as well, who was actually the designer of this particular stick. We're going to catch up with him over in his studio back in Wales. We're going to have a see what he says about it and why he kind of brought it to the market and who's using it out on tour. Let's have a little go with this tour stick. Right, Lee, welcome back to Torquay. How you doing?
Good. It's good to be back.
It is good to be back. Nice. How are you getting on with your swing?
Feels good at the minute. It's in a good place, considering, you know, I've only played 2 rounds since lockdown, so yeah, it's getting good. And
then we've been working on, obviously, loft has been a key thing for you, isn't it? And yeah, we did a video recently where we talked about your handle delivery, trying to take loft off the club at impact. Yeah. And I sent you away with a little drill, didn't I?
Yes, with a stick that hurts.
A stick that hurts, okay. And we used to stick the stick in the end of your club. Yeah. And is it something you've worked on?
I've worked on it, but I didn't stick the stick in the end of the club. Okay. So I used to tape it to the back.
Right, so you used to hold the stick.
Yeah, for 2 reasons. 1, my grips are quite firm, so it was hard to get in. Yeah. And 2, I didn't want to pierce the film, pierce the tape. Yeah. In order, because then it would let moisture into the shaft if it rained.
Right. So okay. That's why I didn't really, and so with therefore, it probably didn't give you much confidence to want to carry on using that stick, basically.
No, it's just effort, because it leaves tape on the grip, so it'd be a lot of cleaning. Okay. It was like whichever option you had, there was a downside to doing it.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to just get you to hit a couple of shots that you're hitting with your, what is that in your hand? 7-iron. So let's hit some shots with your 7-iron. Let's just get a couple of numbers, and then we'll just have a go with this new little device that I've brought for you.
Okay.
Okay, good strike. Sounded good. What delivery of loft have you put on that for us?
31.
31. Oh, that's good. Well, that's pretty good for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Like before I saw you last, or up before lockdown, you were at like 34s and 35s. So
yeah, I've been working on it. It's always been a thing on our journey, is that loft anyway.
Yeah. Okay, good again. Feel?
I'd say swing's really good. 32 loft that time.
32? Yeah. So if we could just maybe slightly take off maybe 1 or 2 degrees, so if you could get you to 29 or 30 degrees, we'd get a little bit more yardage out of you.
Yeah, I'm getting sort of nearly 160, but I kind of want it up at about 165 now.
Okay, and that will ultimately, again, if we can take the loft off, we can just bring your spin down a fraction as well.
Oh, spin.
God, that shirt is popping out at me.
Good, isn't it?
Absolutely popping out at me.
Flat grips.
So that was pretty easy to put on, wasn't it?
Yeah. And
not too much of an issue.
No, my grips are a lot thicker, so I've got +4 mid-sized grips.
Yeah.
So it goes on them quite well.
Okay.
Tighten it up.
Right, pretty straightforward to get it on there.
Yeah.
And obviously this device is going to be used with golf clubs that you use on the golf course. You're not going to use it as a training aid in another golf club. It's able to sort of come on and off, and then obviously keep it in your golf bag.
Yeah, that's what I like about it.
Simplicity of getting it on and off, it's pretty straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a screw basically. Opens up, clip it around the top. The only thing I'm thinking is, you know, it's taking 1 inch out the shaft length, so I'm gonna have to grip down.
Okay.
On the club when using it, because normally I'd go right up to the top. Yeah. But that's about the only downside I can see.
Okay, well let's have a little go with it and just see how you get on with it. We're going to start off with some sort of shorter shots to get us going with, like we did in our training before. Yeah. Okay. And from a comfort point of view, first shot, does that feel any different to what you'd have with the Tour stick stuck in the end of the grip?
No different, it's just gripping down this.
Just gripping down it slightly.
It still hurts when it hits you.
It's still, yeah, you've got to get it right. Okay, that was a pretty solid shot. What's the delivery of loft that you've just put on that now?
28.
28. So yeah. Instantly this drill, and we know the drill works because we've done it with the tour stick, but instantly that one is giving you that better delivery, or the delivery that we're kind of trying to get, isn't it?
Yeah, and the spin was down as well. So it was 7/8 with full swing. That was 5, but obviously it was a lesser speed.
Lesser speed, yeah, but the delivery of loft much better.
Yeah.
Okay, couple more. It's good strike.
Yeah, good strike.
So pretty good.
28 loft.
Yeah, much better. So instantly we've brought the loft down, and that's what I like about this drill. Even if you're not hitting fuller shots, I kind of like the fact that it's giving you that better loft delivery, which is what we've been working on. So your opinion on that stick?
I like it. I prefer it to a tour stick, so I don't have to stick it in the end of my club.
Yeah.
Easy to come on and off.
Yeah.
It hurts just as much as a tour stick does when it hits you in the side.
Yeah.
So it's got the pain factor. It's usable, and it's quick and easy on and off. So if you're going down the range, I like to, do 10 balls of technical practice. I always practice this drill anyway, but without a stick, because of the effort it is to put it in.
Yeah.
If I had one of these, it's quick on, quick 10 balls, quick off, and get back to your normal practice.
Cool, yeah, that really does work. But I can see what you're saying, it being just slightly down the grip, fractionally making you want to sort of grip down the club a little bit. That's the only one possible drawback that I've got with it, but other than that, I think it absolutely does the job. Also, that's in. The other thing that I like about it, you hear that noise?
Yeah, the rattling.
That rattling up and down the shaft. That's with a normal tour stick just stuck in the end of the club there with that. So you can hear there that tour stick just rattling inside the shaft, whereas the tour rotation stick is not doing that at all. Now I've just spotted Lester over on the short game area, so we're going to take this over to him and let him have a go with that. But before we do that, I just want to head over and just have a little chat with Liam about his tour rotation stick. So Liam, how you doing? All right?
I'm good, thanks, Dan.
Yeah, good. I just wanted to have a catch up with you, as you're the main man with regards to the tour rotation stick.
So I came up with the idea. I knew a guy who's got a daughter in the same class as my daughter at school.
Yeah.
He's got a plastic bowling company here in South Wales. And one day I went to him and asked him if we could come up with something that would attach to the grip. Very difficult because there's only a small amount of grip without losing hand strength.
Yeah.
And we did it. We came up with TRS. He made me a few. I showed it to some of the players out on tour. They loved it.
Yeah.
So we ended up making a lot more, setting up a website, and TRS, it's simple and easy, but it seems to be effective, and it's taken off.
Yeah.
Taken off quite well.
And you've got a few players. I mean, I've noticed. I've been on your Instagram and seen you've got the likes of Tommy Fleetwood, obviously, probably most famously using it. Seeing a couple of pictures of Tommy hitting some shots with it. Paul Waring, and then also my very good friend Alex Evans as well, who's I see is using it. So you've got quite a number of players that are using the tool, aren't you?
Yeah, there's quite a few players on tour now that are on it. I've actually lost count of the amount of, a lot of guys, it's always like that with training aids and drills, isn't it? Everybody wants them just in case they use them at some point. But with TRS, because it's such an easy thing to use, there's, Robert Rock uses it with a lot of his clients as well.
Yeah, sure.
He coaches a lot of people on tour.
Yeah.
Quite a few of the newer guys that just got the cards, they're all using it as well. So I think when we do get out there to a tournament eventually, it'll be nice to do a little count and see exactly how many players have come up with it. I know some of the videos I put on my Instagram, James Morrison's done some good videos as well.
Yeah.
Chris Paisley's using it.
Yeah.
He's got a great move with it. Chris Paisley and Jordan Smith. I think it's great to work with pitch shots and smaller shots with it, and a lot of slow motion drills. Yeah,
I love it. I think it's a fantastic tool. I'm looking forward to playing with it. I've not had a chance to really play with it too much myself at this stage, but I want to have a little go with it, and we'll carry on in this video of and showing everybody kind of what it's about and how it can be beneficial, not just in the short game but in the long game as well. That's great, catching up with you, going through a few of those tips. That's perfect. Thank you very much indeed for your time on this one, Liam, and I wish you all the best with it as well. I hope it goes well for you. I'm sure it will. It's a great device, and I'm looking forward to have a little go myself. But you take care in this lockdown, all right? And we'll catch up again soon.
And you, all the best.
Cheers, Liam. Bye-bye.
Afternoon.
Full-time Barnes, they call him now. Right, tell me a bit about your short game, because it's been up and down, which we've talked about, but you've come back from cack-handed to normal chipping.
Correct.
Standard grip.
Correct.
Right,
Yeah.
I've got a little something for you. It's called the Tour rotation stick. You heard of it?
No, I haven't, no.
Okay, we're going to put it on your wedge today.
Yep.
And we're going to have a little go with it and just see what you think of it when you're actually hitting your little chippy pitch shots, alright?
Cool. I feel like I'm not concentrating on my strike or my actual technique. All I'm doing is when I'm coming through is I'm trying to rotate through. I'm trying to keep this away from me.
Do you feel that it's making you rotate more?
Yeah, 100%.
You feel like you're turning more?
If I don't rotate, I'm gonna get whacked by the Tour rotation.
Well, first
stick.
couple of shots that you've hit with it are pretty tidy strikes, aren't they?
Yeah, no, I like both of them. They're good.
Yeah.
Well, I did actually feel myself flick it though.
Did you?
Yeah.
And is that a reaction from you though? Is that something you kind of do? You know, you said that you get a bit yippy
I'm flicky,
sometimes.
aren't I? So yeah, I
You
did
can get a
feel
bit flicky with it.
Yeah. It wasn't as, I mean, that wasn't anywhere near as bad as what I can do.
No,
I just caught the edge of it.
But is it
First two I didn't.
Is it making you feel like you can turn hard?
Yeah, it's making me feel like I have to turn hard and not to hit it.
Okay. Right, do it again then. Strikes out the middle. Good again. Feels good?
Yeah. Certainly feel like I could benefit from using this.
Okay. Go one more then.
Okay.
Slightly heavy that time, but still pretty good shot.
I'd still take the actual where it's finished. The sort of the.
So let's now take it off, and now you have a go again without it on, and just see if it's helped you kind of change a little bit. Yeah.
It's also as well because I generally get a little bit long on the follow through with those shots and finish uphill. I actually now feel like I'm finishing slightly shorter.
So it's making
with more
you
width.
just hold the finish a bit more. Very good. Is that changed the way you've thought about your pitching though, in chipping?
Yeah.
Just that feeling of rotating
because
a little bit more?
I've got the confidence of using that and seeing the results, and actually I've now just, all I'm doing is replicating exactly what I was doing without the aid, and almost feeling like I'm extending my body through.
Yeah. So have you ever used it when you put the tour stick in the end?
No.
You've never used that either?
No.
So this is kind of new to you?
It's new, yeah. I've not, I've seen you do it, I've seen other people put the tour stick on here and play, but I guess because
you're feeling the benefit of it.
Yeah, I mean, I've changed my technique slightly. So I was trying before to actually keep everything very compact.
Yeah.
But obviously that's a different idea of actually getting a bit of rotation and also getting a bit of width through the pitch shot.
The thing is, I think compact is fine as long as you keep turning.
Yeah, well, I don't think I was.
No, and I think something like this might just help you. You know,
certainly something I'll have a go with, and
So there you go, there's the Tour rotation stick, obviously used by a number of top quality players on the European Tour, Tommy Fleetwood being one of those. But it was just great to catch up with Liam. It was great to see Lee have his go with it as well, because ultimately him taking loft off the club was really, really important, and I think something like this could really help him with his game. But for Lester, I think it's something that definitely Liam mentioned about the short game, which is why I really wanted to sort of chat with Lester about his short game with it. But to give him another type of feeling with his pitching, I think is fantastic. So something like this can definitely help with short game and pitching and chipping around the greens. Let me know, put your comments down below. Have you used this type of stick before? I'd like to hear what you have to say. Have you actually got one of these? I'd like to hear what you say if you've used one as well. Put your comments down below. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up if you like what you're seeing, and as always, stay safe, and I look forward to catching up with you again soon.